So, hi everyone, welcome back for another video on Star Trek Fleet Command. Now, today is gonna be a very exciting video because today marks the end of week number 2. Now, for the benefit of those of you who have not watched, week 1's video or just joined the channel, by the way, we hit 104 subscribers. Yay! Okay, thank you for your support towards the channel, and I hope that the contents I've been making have been giving you value and you have been gaining much from it. Okay, and please do feel free to share with people around you, especially those who are playing STFC, who are new, that kind of thing, and then just share the love with them so that they could benefit as well, as much as you have benefited from them too. Okay, so yeah, um this is the end of week 2, and if you are new to the channel, what we have been doing is we are gonna look at primes. Okay, Prime Refinery in particular. Okay, as you go up higher in level, you would be able to see this in the store. Okay, now what it does is it adds one to your refinery batch. Okay, as in one chest to your pool. Okay, and it costs $100. Okay, this is in ringgit Malaysia, so you divide this number by 4, you should get it in US dollar. Okay, that figure or that amount. Now there is an offer for crystal, there's also one for gas, and I've not gotten the all one because I don't see myself needing it. Okay, and I got the gas one primarily to to work on this video because I needed you know uh, a good, how to say, a good setup to compare the numbers between the pools, that kind of thing. Okay, so what we are doing, or what we have been doing since 2 weeks ago, was this. Okay, now if you notice, the crystal has prime, gas has prime, or doesn't have the prime. Okay, so but on crystal we're going to do the full pools. That means full pools of 4 chests in total. Okay, because when you full pool without the prime, it is 3 chests, and because you have a prime on it, you are getting 4 instead of 3. Okay, now but on gas we are only doing 1 pool, so 1 plus 1, that means 2 chests total. And on ore we're only going to do 1 chest pool. Okay, so we're going to get 4 here, we're going to get 2 here, we're going to get 1 here. Now the comparison or the test method or the logic behind this is so that you can see if the full pool really helps compared to a 1 pool, and whether on a 1 pool with prime really makes a difference with a 1 pool without prime. Makes sense, right? Okay, so that's how we have been comparing the numbers and then drawing our own personal conclusions, and then see how we can move forward, whether should we get the prime or should we just ignore it entirely. Okay, now I have been punching in the numbers, okay, every time I make a pull from the refinery, and I've been tabulating it into the Excel sheet that I've shown you much earlier, just like taking medicine. Okay, very accurate every time I make the pull. Okay, even when I'm not in front of a computer. Okay, so when I made the pull on my handphone, so I even take screenshot of it so that when I get home in front of computer and I can update the Excel sheet, I can just reference to the screenshot that I've made earlier. Okay, so this is week 1 and this is week 2. Okay, so if you just take a glance at it, okay, a bird's eye view, general view of it, you will notice this, that week 1 is actually quite balanced in a sense, because rest 2, rest 2, rest 2, that kind of thing. Okay, that's how just at a glance. Okay, but looking at week 2, it gets a little bit imbalance. Okay, you could see so many rare pools on crystal alone. Gas also has an increased pool, but normal it is still stuck with 2. And what is how to say, uh, you can also notice a decline in terms of uncommons on ores as well. You will be able to notice there are many more blank areas compared to week 1, or compared to the other resources as well. Okay, and then there are more blank spaces here as well on gas, and the commons just keep coming, that kind of thing. Okay, so you do see more blank spaces here and there on week 2. Okay, now I've also separated the numbers according to week 1 and week 2, so that it's easier to compare. And if you have been following, or if you have watched my first video on this, okay, we even push it further. Okay, other than totaling up the numbers according to the resource that we have put, we also average it. Okay, because for crystal we're getting 4 chests, right? So we averaged out to get, 1 chest, whether we get the kind of effectiveness or not, okay, compared to the other materials. Okay, and on week 1 itself, we can see that it is not performing so well for crystal, because the numbers are so much lower than the rest. Okay, you can easily tell that, or it is more effective or efficient. Okay, in terms of, okay, I'm doing a 1 chest. Now 1 chest I'm getting 7, 1 chest I'm getting only 3, 1 chest I'm getting 1.75. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so this is also another way to analyze the numbers that you have, to see whether it is efficient or not, whether it is worth getting the prime or not, or whether it is just another sales gimmick by Scopely. Okay, and week 2, let's look at the numbers. This is the first time looking at numbers. Okay, so week 2 it is more balanced. Okay, because we are able to look at the rares. In terms of rares, okay, we're getting like 1 chest to 6, 1 chest to 6.5, 1 chest to 7. Variance difference not much. Okay, but when we take into account the uncommons, okay, then you can see that there is a drop comparing to ore to crystal. Okay, so doing full pulls may not be that effective after all, but no doubt you can say this, that but Abel, I'm actually getting more numbers, as in total numbers, rather than on average. Okay, now you can look at it in terms of the numbers that you pull, as in this is so much that I have pulled in 2 weeks, or you can look at it on average, whether is it effective, especially if you're a free to play player, or one who do not want to invest so much money into the game. Okay, so this could be some kind of like assurance, very confident assurance that you're not missing much if you go slow and steady, that kind of thing. Okay, so compared to those who have primes. Okay, but then the numbers you're getting without the prime, it is lesser, no doubt. Okay, hands down you're getting lesser, but if you take that out from the equation, yeah, 1 chest efficiency, effectiveness, it is still no prime trumps it all, trumps the both of them. Okay, now you also need to take into consideration that when you do full pools, you are actually using more raw materials. Okay, so at the expense of more materials, time, okay, you're getting these numbers. Is it worth it compared to just one pool and not burning so much of resources? Because when you burn more resources with full pools, it also means that your miners are working hard to gather them. That also haven't taken into account whether your miners were being attacked because of being OPC, that kind of thing, or even UPC. If your server does not adopt the ROE rules of engagement thing, across board, across alliances, that kind of thing, your miners could be easy targets, especially when you need to park it there for long hours, that kind of thing, to get a full hole and get back home to harvest it. Yeah, so you got to take into account that, the amount of time you are exposing your miner to threats. Okay, you mine so hard, you park your miner on that node, mining, okay, for 5 6 hours, but in the last 30 minutes someone just came and destroyed your miner and got the whole chunk of it and went home. Okay, you got to take into account that as well. Okay, so yeah, that is one thing. Now we can compare like this. It looks more how to say, even out. Okay, but Crystal has a, noticeably a decline in terms of the uncommons. Okay, but if we were to total it together, okay, and just look at it, week 1 week 2 added up, okay, so we would be getting these kind of numbers. Okay, so 35, 19, 13. Okay, if we were to average out 8.75, 9.5, 13. Okay, 198, 168, 148. Still all trumps them both. Okay, now we're not going to stop here. We're not going to stop at week 2. We're going to go on gathering data week 3 and week 4, and we're going to look at it, over a month's time, and then we evaluate whether the primes are really worth it or not. Okay, because I mean, come on, look, I don't think you can see these kind of numbers out there, right? So far, I don't think someone did this before, and well, at least I've not seen it being done before. Okay, so every pool is being recorded, that kind of thing, so you can maybe analyze it and come up with the formula. I mean, if you want this Excel sheet, I can pass it on to you. Just let me know and I'll share it with you, and then you can do your own maths behind it. Okay, how the RNG actually works, for pools, and then which should help, who knows, you can come up with a kind of formula which should help us determine. Okay, yeah, just do the 2 pools would be good, don't need the full pools, 1 pool, whatever, that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah. Oh, talking of which, I have not heard much from you. Like, seriously, share with us what you think. Okay, what you think of this. I mean, this is week 2 already, and you have been following this video. Something might have tickled your mind there, okay, because we are seriously seeing differences, and then, yeah, how should we look at it and how should we accept it so that we can move forward. I think that is very important. So yeah, there you have it, and I'll leave it to you how you analyze it and share with us. Okay, and yeah, I guess that's all. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. See ya, live long and prosper.